Finally got the live stream to work. What's up, everybody? What is up, everybody that can even make this, because this is like totally off schedule for me, and I know a lot of you guys are not going to get notified for this live, but I still wanted to go live, and I did not think I was going to be able to go live. So yeah, I'm here. For all the people that are watching this in present tense, I'm going to be putting a timestamp for when the Tribe Tease actually starts in the comments. I'm going to pin it. But yeah, for all of my guys in the live right now, thank you guys for showing up. I know this is like completely off schedule, it's not even laid. Like, I'm a hot ass mess. I don't got no eyebrows on, lace somewhat showing. Like, I had a day today. But for any of you guys that keep up with my story times, I did get my car fixed. It was the starter. I had them check to make sure it wasn't the alternator, because I saw a lot of you guys saying that that was a possibility also. So, yeah, basically they did the full diagnostic and it was my starter. I got a brand new starter and a warranty for the starter. And yeah, your girl is on the road again. And I'm super happy about it because I'm independent. I need to get out the house. You get what I'm saying? And we got dollar store water today because we need to go grocery shopping, and getting a new starter and paying them for labor was not cheap. So, you know, I had to go and get my dollar store water, sis. No shame in that. Okay, hopefully I don't go fucking blind, but it's, you know, it's water. Shit. Exactly, Marilyn. This water does actually taste good. Like, I don't like how Dasani and shit tastes. I don't like how Dasani and Zephyr Hills taste. So this water is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna cap, like, it's whatever. But guys, I'm just happy that I made it. And today we're gonna do a 2-hour special. One of you guys last week gave me the idea to do a 2-hour special so that we can knock some of these stories out and like get a little bit more current, because a lot of these stories are long and I prefer long stories because they're juicy. So, you know, we'll probably get caught up. My goal for today is to at least end up in May. Like, that's what I'm hoping we do, is like we end up in May by the end of this live today, because I'm really, really trying to get you guys the stories out there. This is the segment you need to watch if you sent your story in like April and you just want to see what's going on. I even just found one from like late March. That's going to be the first one we do, because a lot of them got skipped over because they were so long. And then my phone was messing up. So, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going to get started. The people, but yeah, I'll answer some questions first. And then once it gets to the 10-minute mark, then we'll get started, I guess. I don't know. You guys can ask me some questions if you want to, because girl, I got so much cool shit coming up this week on this channel, guys. Like, oh my God, I'm like so excited. I did something that I haven't seen another YouTuber do before, but I've seen other people do it for YouTubers, but I've never seen a YouTuber do it on their own channel, like themselves. And I'm like so excited about it. And it has to do with zodiac signs. So I know y'all are going to be happy. It has stuff to do with zodiac signs. So I know y'all are going to be happy. Okay. Someone said, is there a hair color you haven't tried yet, or a wig or have you tried every color? I have never had a human hair green or blue wig. I've had a human hair purple wig. I've had a human hair pink wig. I've never had a human hair orange or yellow wig, but I have had those colors in synthetic wigs, but those are like the main colors I do have an orange human hair, but it's like orange highlights. But I mean, like how this is like roots all the way down one color. Like, I only have this silver and pink. Yeah, that's it. So yeah. Do yellow. I really want to do yellow. I feel like yellow would look good on me because blonde just doesn't look good on me at all. Like, I look a hot ass mess with blonde hair, to be honest. I'm trying to work with a few companies right now. I'm actually working with some clothing companies, y'all. We about to get these lookbooks. You know who is my favorite lookbook person right now? And she is going viral because she is just so funny, like so fucking funny. You know the girl that went viral for doing the ponytail tutorial? She does lookbooks, and her lookbooks be having me dying because she'd be like, yeah, you know, we're gonna get copyrighted for this music, so I'm just gonna, you guys just have to sing the lyrics in your head and, you know, hear the lyrics on the screen. She be killing me. She is so fucking funny. Oh my God, she be killing me. And she be saying it like it is. She be like, oh my God, this look like a damn diaper. I be like, girl, she be killing me. She be killing me. Oh my God, she is like my favorite lookbook. Like, I love when she reviews hair. I love when she reviews clothes. Like, she is so fucking funny. Like, she is so funny. Oh my God. When are you releasing clothing on your store? Honestly, hopefully soon, because I'm having all these companies working with me. I've been saving up. Honestly, the amount of money that it took me to get my starter fixed was the amount of money that it would have taken me to like revamp this, like restock the store with clothing, because I already have all the accessories. But I kind of had to spend that on my starter. So I'm kind of like at ground one again, like saving up money for the merch. But I don't know, it's all going to be worth it when I do. It's just, I know it's summertime right now. So crop tops, and for the guys, or shit, I know some guys like wearing crop tops, child. So crop tops and t-shirts. And I'm going to have, and I want different sayings on different t-shirts. You get what I'm saying? So because, you know, I wrote down some stuff too that I want to have on t-shirts. I want to have like a thanks boo t-shirt. I want to have like a zodiac sign line. I want to have, what else? The obvious tribe shirt that I already had. There was something else. Oh, a bitch shirt. Bitch. Like, I want one of those. So yeah, it's a lot. And because I don't do drop ship, I believe drop ship isn't that personal. I feel like if I prefer to buy in bulk so I can customize the packages, put free little knickknacks inside of packages. I don't like sending a company your address and then them shipping it to you. Like, I just feel like that's corny and it's not that personal. So yeah. All right, guys. We're going to get started. Can we get a YouTuber smash or pass video? I don't want to fuck none of these people. No, ma'am. I'm good. I'm good on them. Okay. Can you ship to the UK? I'm still trying to figure out kinks of how I could do that. Because I know the majority of you guys, not saying there aren't people in other countries that watch me, but the majority of the people that watch my channel are in the US, Canada, and the UK. Like, that's my majority in my analytics. I could see it. And I'm trying to figure out how I could do the like pricing on my website so that you guys are available to get stuff overseas as well as in Canada, because I know the shipping is different. Like, you guys have Canada Post, and I'm not really sure what you guys have in the UK, because even when I did work in logistics, shipping stuff at Ratchet Corp, they use this trash ass company to ship to y'all, and y'all would stay losing shit. So it's like I'm trying to figure out a loophole for that. But yeah. So for right now, to be continued on the shipping situation, because I know there are other, and not just the UK and Canada. I know I have people in South Africa, Asia, South America, like, you know, so I'm really trying to get it together with the merch shit. But all right, I'm just gonna get started. So for all of my people that have tuned in and skipped here, my name's Naja. If you don't know me, we're doing a Tribe T segment. That is when you guys send me in your stories, if you need advice or you just want to kiki. But today is a little different. We're going to be doing a 2-hour segment so that we can fit in a lot of people's stories. So if you like watching this while you're working out or if you're at the job, this is going to be a good thing for you. And yeah, I'm just going to get right on into it because I already have an email pulled up. I already have one pulled up, child. I'm ready. I'm ready to get started. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Right? Somebody was like, her name is Naja, get it right. Like, my name is not Najee. My name is not Nija. No, my name is Naja. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This one is just called The Lies He Told. Hey girl, it's Valentine again. I sent a story around the middle of March. I need advice on a situation. So, me and this guy, let's call him Red, started dating around this time last year. The crazy thing about it is that we met when I had moved to Indiana for like a month, and we didn't even start to have any form of communication until a week before I had to leave due to family issues and my troubles with the law. Girl, are you prison babe? What you was doing? What trouble with the law? What you was doing? I need answers. You can't just say that and then just like keep going. Like, what did you do? What'd you do? And what'd you do? Okay. We literally only hugged like twice before I left. But somehow we ended up saying we love each other after knowing each other after a week. Since I was leaving, we decided to have a long distance relationship. But him being a Gemini and me being an Aquarius, we kept breaking up a lot because we both never really liked long distance relationships before. So we didn't know what we wanted, but we would eventually come back to each other. We talked about having kids, getting married, and would just FaceTime all of the time, even if we were at school, work, sleep, etc. We ended up breaking up in June of last year and didn't talk for around 2 months. We ended up getting back together for like 3 days in August, but I ended up breaking it off in a very childish way since he blocked me on social media accounts for no reason the night before. He says it's to be childish, whatever that means. How old are y'all? How old are y'all? Because, girl, I don't know, but I do agree with you. Like long distance relationships with not all air signs. I've noticed that Libras can hold it down in an LDR for whatever reason. Libras can really hold it down in a long distance relationship, but when it comes to Aquarius and Geminis, that shit don't work. It don't work. You may want it to work, but it's just not gonna work. We're just too. It's not gonna work. Okay. No. Someone said the clownery. The clownery. I decided I didn't want to be in a relationship anymore, so I texted this boy that I was talking to during our break, and I waited for Red to get off of work so he would call me like he always did. He said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Texting a boy." Your girl got immediately hung up on. LOL. Why are you still talking to him? Why are you still talking to him? He sent a text saying to delete his number, and I replied with, "It's funny you think I care." He called me 30 minutes later and was like, "Are you serious? I was loyal to you the entire time we weren't together. I didn't talk to anybody. OMG, you're such a hoe," etc. I hung up and went on about my life. Around September, I ended up getting a random ad from a girl on Snapchat. I add her back because I was trying to figure out who it was. A couple weeks go by and I see a picture of her in red on this girl's Snapchat. Like, sis, leave me alone. I was kind of hurt, but life goes on. She ain't really do nothing to you. She just posted some shit and you just so happened to see it. She was probably trying to get the digs on her man's ex, I guess, because y'all do sound pretty young. But she ain't do nothing to you. You talking about, sis, leave me alone. Stop looking at her shit. I would have just unfriended her and went on with my life. Like, I was kind of hurt, but life goes on. I end up getting into a relationship in October and I lose my virginity to that person. However, we weren't working out. So one day in December, when I'm trying to block my current boyfriend on Instagram, I see someone had followed me. Of course, it was Red. Girl, maybe you just need to be single. Maybe you just need to be single because look, sis, like you playing blocking games and shit with these dudes that you're with. Maybe you just need to be single until you're mature enough to be in a relationship. I don't know. Okay. I followed him back. Why? Why are you following Red back? Leave Red in the past. Oh my God. We ended up talking all day on Snapchat. I apologized for the way I broke things off. Then he told me to FaceTime him and why, when I call this man, he is fresh out the shower with only a towel on around his waist. He kept flirting with me, told me he still loved me and all this other shit, and was still with the same girl from September. Leave him alone, sis. Leave him alone, sis. Leave him alone, sis. No. I peeped it, so I wasn't really taking all what he said to me to heart. I could tell he still had feelings because when I told him I lost my virginity, he looked very hurt, then decided to make petty little comments to try to hurt my feelings. He even told me he wasn't happy in the relationship. He just didn't have the courage to break up with her. He would call me just randomly at 4 in the morning just to talk to me. And if ever told him I needed someone to talk to about personal issues or just to rant, he was there regardless of what time it was. He ended up breaking up with a girl and we stopped talking for over a month because of some petty shit, of course. It just seems like y'all just need to leave somebody alone. Y'all both need to leave each other alone. Bless. So then I get a random DM from, you guessed it, Red, around a couple of weeks ago. We ended up talking out our issue, and then he was like, can you give me another chance? I sat for like an hour thinking this through. He was my first love, but he also came with being childish. I decided to give him a chance. Everything was cool until he told me that he smashed one of his exes and tried to get back with her during this summer. But she fucked one of his friends, so of course that didn't happen. And remember when he kept guilt tripping me in the summer for just talking to a dude? I was a whole virgin out here. I also found out that he went to prom with his ex last year. I asked him why he didn't tell me, and he gave me two answers. One was, I don't know, BS. And the other was that during the summer, he wasn't in the best mindset and that he thought we weren't going to get back together. I forgot to mention, during the break in the summer, he constantly added me and unadded me on Snapchat to try and catch my attention, but I ignored him and even blocked him at one point. So the part I need advice on is, should I look past what he did last summer and move on from it, or should I just throw the whole relationship away? Sorry it's so long. Love you. Girl, throw the whole relationship away. Please throw the whole relationship away because, like, honestly, girl, this is not worth it. And you sound very young, and it sounds like you have a lot of growing to do as a person, and he has a lot of growing to do as a person, mainly because I could just tell that you guys are very young and you just don't really know what a relationship should be like, because that's not what a relationship should be like. You shouldn't be having to be childish and playing games and unfollowing, following, blocking numbers, calling people, blowing them up. Like, that's not what a relationship is. That shit is childish. Find somebody else, and find somebody else that actually lives by you. Like, come on, sis. Because, like, that boy just seems like a waste of fucking time. Like, he just seems like a waste of time. My thing is, if it didn't work out once, it's not going to work out again. And y'all aren't taking long enough of a break for either of you guys to go through any type of major growth within yourself. Like, both of you guys hop right back into new relationships. Neither of you really just try to grow. You guys are pretty much the same people trying to do the same shit again, trying to get different results and being surprised when the same results keep happening. Like, that's the definition of insanity. Y'all need to leave each other the fuck alone. Some people are very compatible, but aren't ready. Like, they're not at a point in life where they can handle being in a relationship with you. Like, it just, you get what I'm saying? That's a good point, Natalie. If you have to question if you should throw the relationship away, you should probably throw the relationship away, because, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? You see, I feel like you need some time for yourself because you got into a relationship early and probably didn't know what it's like to have time for yourself. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm pretty sure that, like, I really wish you would have put your age in the email. Like, I really wish you would have put your age in the email so that, like, I could have, like, a general, of where you're at in your life. Like, so that it would make a little bit more sense. You get what I'm saying? Because I really hope that you're not some 20-something year old dealing with no dude like this. Like, but if you are, sis, you need to leave that man alone. You really do, because it's not worth it. Let me see, what were you saying? She was probably trying to get by the age restriction that you put up. Maybe, because I don't know. I really hope that there isn't some 20-something year old person going through that, because, like, y'all, you just gotta learn your self-worth. Like, someone said, well, she may not have wanted her 16-year-old T to get skipped. 16 is the age limit. You can email in when you're 16, because 16 is an adult in like the UK and a lot of places where you guys email me from. I've even had some tribe members from the UK that are 16 that are like on some shit that I was on when I was 19, like living on their own and shit, have their own apartment. I'm just like, damn. What do you guys think? I want to hear some of you guys' comments about this story while I'm trying to find a new one. Like, what do you think that she should do in that situation? Someone said, I can't imagine someone grown going through that. I can. It's sad, but I could. Someone said, even before she mentioned prom, I knew she was young. She did mention prom, so she's probably like either 15, 16, or 17. Someone said, if she's in her 20s, I get where she's coming from because I didn't start dating until I was 18, and you have to teach yourself everything that teens went through. I know that's right. The first time I started dating, I was 14. Like, actually, like, long-term relationship. I was like 14, yeah. She says, I think that this sounds like people who are still stuck in high school mindset after graduating. Yeah, that could also be a thing too. You should know what you do and don't deserve, and that's not it. That's very true. Someone said, I'm 18 and still never been in a relationship. It's rough out here. Girl, I bet, because these people be trifling now. Guys, I'm looking through emails right now. I said this before, and I haven't really seen any emails like this recently. But guys, don't be sending me certain shit, like sad shit, like I just had a girl email me talking about I need help with her eating. She needs help with her eating disorder, and then she just sent me some pictures. Like, bro, I know how that shit is because I used to have eating disorder in high school, and I used to be like obsessed with taking pictures of myself. Like, that shit is just triggering as fuck. Like, I'm still a person. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a person, and I don't want to see certain things. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sorry that you're going through stuff, but I'm a human being, you know? Like, and that shit's really, really triggering. All right. Are you guys ready for the next story? Because I got a next story. Are y'all ready? Let's go. This one is called Toxic Mother Relationship. Cops were called on multiple occasions. Right, Zon girl. Tribe, this ain't a therapy session, man. I'm not a licensed therapist, man. Like, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Please. Okay. Hey, Naja, I'm a big fan of your videos, and I really need advice from you and the tribe on what to do with my current situation. Well, it ain't that current anymore, and I apologize. But so I'm just going to get into it. I'm a 20-year-old bisexual male that's going to come up later in the story who lives with my mom and little sister. Me and my mom's relationship hit a turning point around my sophomore or junior year of high school. She put a lot of pressure on me leaving school to take care of my sis and not being able to hang out because I had to take care of my sis. I've read this one before. You sent this in twice. I've read this one before. Like, she doesn't want you to go to work because she wants you to take care of your little sister. I've definitely read this one before. Y'all need to stop sending these stories in back to back. That's why we're so, like, deep in the fucking shit right now. Am I the only one that remembers that? Y'all remember that story? Y'all remember that story, right? I'm not tripping. But I basically just told him, I'm like, look, bro, like, that's not your kids. Like, your siblings are not your kids. Like, no, I know for a fact it is the same one. I've read that one before. I read that one back in the old apartment too. But okay, this is another one. It's called Spring Break Car Crash. Hey Naja, this is more of a story time than a question. I'm a 22-year-old part-time college student. The people involved are my twin sister Dee, I'm changing everyone's name, and my twin's best friend Shay in China. We decided to go to Galveston to go to the beach for spring break. My mom was against it, seeing that we were four young women traveling by ourselves, and she didn't like the idea of us driving on the highway for 4 hours. I rest assured her that we would be staying at Shay's in China's beach house with their parents so we won't be alone. And it will only be for 2 days so we won't be gone for too long. However, everything went south when we went on the trip for Galveston. First of all, the trip there took longer than we expected. We left at 11 a.m. and arrived at 6 p.m. Damn. That's a long drive. That's longer than from like here to the freaking from Miami and the Florida Keys and shit. Like that is a long drive for some young people to do. Wow. Okay. 2 hours after we got there, we got T-boned by another car, causing a huge dent on my back left door. Damn, I've been T-boned before. That shit does not feel great at all. I was very upset. However, I still tried to enjoy my time there. So we went drinking and met up with some guys to go to the karaoke bar. So you get into a car accident, your shit gets fucked up. You get T-boned. And you're like, oh, fuck it. Let's just go to the bar. When I got T-boned, I wish my ass would have been like, my neck. But when I got T-boned, it was the other person's fault. And I already made a story time about that. My ex completely fucked that up for me. Like, because I definitely could have got paid off, but he fucked that up for me. But girl, what? I would have been, my neck, my fucking shoulder. Like, the fuck? Bless. The night went well till the next day we were trying to figure out how to get home. Shay and China's parents weren't going back until Saturday, but I had to be at work on Friday, so I needed another way home. I was talking to my mother and she said she wouldn't be able to pick me up. So I thought that I should reach my father next. On a side note, I didn't get along with him at all, but I thought he might care in the slightest that me and Dee were in trouble. However, I was proved wrong. When I called him to ask for help, he didn't even have my number saved and told me, bitch, get off my phone. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Dad ain't shit for that. Oh, You so stupid talking about, oh, my neck and my back. I want 150K Friday. Yo, your dad ain't shit. My dad would have been like, that Mickey, you know that Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse meme that's going on? My dad would have been like, what happened? Like, he would have been, I would be like, Dad, I got T-bone. I need to get home. What happened? Like, wow, that's crazy. Okay. Wow. All right. Right. The daddy's girls are shook right now. Like, damn, your daddy just left you like that. Oh my God. That's so fucked up. That's some shit my mom would have did. My mom would have been like, girl, if you don't get off my phone, I'd be like, wait. She like, my mom would have been like, oh, so you wasn't thinking about coming to work when you was getting drunk though. You wasn't thinking about your car when you was getting drunk. Girl, you're grown. Figure it out. Click. I would be like, okay, all right. So yeah, he said, get off my phone. He proceeds to text me that he doesn't care about me and doesn't love that I should have died in the accident. Oh, Oh no, throw the whole father away. That's so fucked up. You don't say that to your kids. I'm Shay. Shay in China read my text seeing how upset I was and go on to curse him out. He curses them out and proceeds to threaten to destroy my room. Apparently, he was upset with my mother for some stupid arguments and took it out on us. But either way, I have cut him completely out of my life. Good, because he's trash. That's so trash. I ended up having to ride the bus home with D from Houston to Dallas and got picked up by my mother. My car is getting fixed in Galveston, and I will have to go back in approximately 2 weeks to get it. Overall, I'm upset about the car, but I was more upset about what he said to me. Right, because a car is just a materialistic thing. Like a relationship with your family, especially somebody that took part in your creation, like your father saying shit like that to you, like that's fucked up. My mother and father are separated, and my father is emotionally and physically abusive towards my family. I believe he's also bipolar. I'm upset that he has taken my opportunity of having a father figure in my life because he is such a bum. But I'm learning to move on past all this, and I'm trying to see the positive. I still had a good trip in Galveston, and I hope that my car is fine. Ooh, I'm looking at your car. I think that shit might be total. Because usually when you get T-bone and it warps the perimeter of the car, I don't know, sis. Yeah, these are the pictures of the side of the car. You guys know my phone is cracked, so don't try me. But this is the side of the car. Like, that shit looks fucked. That shit looks fucked up. Well, I'm just glad that you said to your dad, because nobody deserves to be treated like that. Like, nobody deserves to be treated like that, especially by their own father. Especially by their own father. Because that just makes me so sad. Because I know that I'm very blessed that I have a dad. Yeah, my parents are separated also, and but my dad was very much in my life. I could always call my dad for whatever I wanted to, and he lives in a different state than me, but he's always been there for me emotionally. And then when I became an adult and I got my own place, he was there for me physically, because him and my mom don't really get along, and she wouldn't want him staying at her spot. So when I finally did get my own spot, that's when he started coming down here more and seeing him. And I feel really bad for people, especially boys too, because I know like having a father figure in a man's life is very important. I really do sympathize for people that don't have good relationships with their dad. And just for him to just flat out be like, fuck you, I don't know you, like that's so fuck. And I'm so happy for you that you were not hurt in that accident. You cut his toxic ass out of your life. And yeah, like that's crazy. That's another thing I was thinking, Gianni, like what is your relationship with men like? Do you not fuck with men or anything like that? Like, has your dad like warped your idea of how you view men and stuff? Like, because I'm just like, damn. That's so fucked. I'm so sorry about that. And I know that was supposed to be a car accident story, but that part just really fucked with me, because I really do feel bad for people that don't get to grow with either or parent. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it sucks. It really does. So this next entry is going in a completely different direction. Okay. It's called I Cheated with My Best Friend. This tea is hot. They said the tea is hot. We're going to take their word for it, I guess. They said the tea is hot. We're going to take their word for it. Let me know when you guys are ready. Are you guys ready? Let me know when you're ready. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Hey, Naja. You can call me Zeke. I love your videos and think you're really cool and funny. Thanks. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Now, on to the story. Let's call my boyfriend Dean and my best friend Ryan. Dean and I have been together for 3 years, and Ryan and I have been friends for the same amount of time. We're all 21 and 22, by the way. Dean is the man I want to marry and spend the rest of my life with. Well, girl, you cheated on him. How is he the man you want to marry and spend the rest of your life with? I'm finding a disconnect here, but okay. He's nice, gentle, loving, and caring. I'm in love with him, and my family loves him too, as does his with me. So both of their families fuck with each other. We currently live an hour and a half apart to go to school, but have been making it work. Ryan and I got really close last year after his grandmother and my grandfather died. I go over his house and hang out with his family, and we talk on the phone weekly. I was depressed at the time, and with Ryan, my world just brightened. Well, where was Dean when you needed some emotional comfort? Like that's what boyfriends are for. But all right. Okay, where was I at? We used to live 10 minutes away from each other, but I moved to the other side of the city, and now it's a 55-minute drive from my school to his house. Ryan missed me a lot and would sometimes come over to visit me, and sometimes I'd go over to his house. Last year, we were both going through some rough times, and I invited him over on a Saturday. And what are you doing?
Just gotta get my computer.
Oh, yeah, Daniel is in here. Can you de-thaw that chicken? Take that chicken out.
Yeah, baby.
Because I want to cook some shit. Give me a second. I need not like the wings, but like the chicken breasts. Yeah, just set them out and put them in some.
I passed my drug test, bro. I studied.
You're stupid. Okay. I can't wait until I'm like, I have my own kids and like I could be mad when they don't de-thaw the fucking chicken. Oh my God. Okay, let me get back into the story. All right. So they were going through some things and she invited him over on Saturday and he came over. I was a borderline alcoholic at the time and thought it would be a good idea to drown our sorrows in Jack Daniels since his grandfather was picking him up. He had a lot to tell me, and I doubt I could have listened to all that without being drunk, honestly. Guess what? It was a bad idea. Duh, that was a bad idea. I'm not going to go into detail, but I took a nap, and when I woke up, Ryan was next to me naked. Just magic, just magic, just magically, just naked, just whoop, naked. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I sat up and asked him if we had sex, and he says no. Just kissing and touching. You don't remember? I say barely. I remembered us talking and somehow kissing and him taking his clothes off and my clothes off. P.S. He didn't make me do anything. When I was drunk, I was as much into it as he was. He also says that there's something he needs to tell me. I say okay, but I'm thinking, oh God. Ryan starts saying that he thinks he's more on the gay side because he feels more romantic feelings towards men than women. Are you a guy? No, you're not a guy. That's weird. So he thinks that, so he was in bed with you and y'all were kissing and touching on each other drunk. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like, did we fuck? And he's like, no, we were just making out, but I think I might be a little gay. You said, how do I know? Her real name isn't Zeke. Her real name is, there is chicken, Daniel. It's in the door. Like the door of the freezer. No, like she called herself Zeke, but her actual name is a female's name. So I'm confused. Let me keep going. When I tell you I wanted to climb out the damn window, I'm laying in bed thinking, what the fuck did I just do? I literally got drunk and risked my 3-year relationship for a gay guy with a little dick. Bless. 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 She said, ooh, she went off. She went off. Okay. I felt regretful and stupid and was wondering why he waited until now to tell me that. Why would it matter if he was gay or not? Like, that's not your boyfriend. Right, Nicole, that's what I was thinking too. He was probably just like, okay, thank you, Daniel. Nicole, he was probably just like, okay, after doing this with you, it's just confirmed my suspicions. I am not straight. I am definitely gay. Right, that's what I think too, Daydreamer. I feel like he was just like, okay, let me see if I'm into girls. I'm definitely not. Like, but all right. A little while after this, Grandpa picks him up and he goes home. I immediately call Dean and tell him what happened. Good for you. He's obviously upset and betrayed. I felt horrible. I hated hearing about good people who got cheated, and if I was anybody, including my boyfriend, I'd break up with me, but he never did. We're still together to this day. Dean wanted me to cut off Ryan and his family, which I did, but his younger sister had a baby, and I begged Dean to let me be in the baby's life. Okay. Ryan's sister and I were close. All right, that makes sense because I'm just like, what? Okay. Ryan's sister and I were close. Let's call her Kim. Kim was 20 and in her second year of college. She had a mild form of autism and was dating this fuckboy and found out she was pregnant. I miss Ryan and Kim and their family so much, but I made that stupid drunken mistake, and now Dean doesn't want me associated with any of them. I feel heartbroken and so hurt over losing them. Then I feel bad for feeling bad because I betrayed my boyfriend, and it would be a bigger betrayal to continue talking to them. I've been crying myself to sleep every night and having dreams about all of them. Sometimes I call Ryan's name in my sleep too, not in a sexual way. Once I was having a dream about us talking and I was saying his name out loud because I was waking up. It hurts so fucking much and I'm not sure what to do. Girl, did you tell Dean that Ryan's gay? I don't think he would care though, because he kind of did. Y'all crossed the line. Y'all crossed the line. And I feel like if that's what your partner wants, for him to feel secure in the relationship, for you guys not to communicate, he kind of has the right to do that. Like, if you want to stay with him and those are his terms after you betrayed him, because let's be real, you were upset that Ryan was gay. Let's be real. Let's be real. You were upset that Ryan was gay. Am I the only one that thinks that? Because she was like, why wouldn't he tell me, blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like you were upset that Ryan was gay. Let me know if I'm the only one that feels that way. She says she's upset because she still want to keep having a friendship with Ryan and Ryan's family, because they had trauma bonded basically over deaths in their family. And yeah, he's your friend. I feel like she low-key had feelings for him. I feel that way too. The real question is, what would she have done after if he wasn't gay? That's what I'm saying. I feel like she was more so upset that he turned out to be gay. LOL, no, she's just hurt he's gay and want her. But my thing is okay, look, you're hurt because you wanted to still be friends with these people and their family. But if those are the terms of staying in this relationship, you say you want to marry this man and everything, and he still kept you after you did that shit. Because, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. I have been wasted before, and I have never just fucked somebody. Like, I have been wasted before and have never just fucked one of my friends. Like, I have certain story times that I will not put on this channel because, I don't know. I just feel like it's just not appropriate. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I do story times, I don't really talk about sexual stuff. Like, I have once, but I really don't talk about sexual stuff like that in my experience. You get what I'm saying? But I've been in some moments with my friends where we have been plastered, and I've noticed I've always been that person to be like, wait, this isn't right. We can't do this. Like, we're not going to do this. And when we're sober, that friend will come up to me and be like, yo, I really appreciate you doing that, because sometimes you be drunk and you just want to do shit. But at the same time, you need to remember, like, yo, nah, like, you need to, no, like, you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just like, I really feel like there were some feelings there and it was just confusing. And I feel like if your man doesn't want you fucking with them, it just is what it is. Someone said, I feel like she should move on from Ryan out of respect for Dean if she loves him so much. Exactly. That's what I would do. Like, if I ever fucked up like that, which I wouldn't, but if I ever did and Daniel didn't want me talking to somebody, I just wouldn't talk to them, because it's just like, if I see myself long term with this person, I want to keep my relationship, and that's what makes him feel secure. Like, that's what I'm gonna do so that I can earn his trust back. You get what I'm saying? Right. Just exactly, Simply Green. Just take it as a learning experience and move on. Right. Your subconscious tells you a lot, even if she doesn't want to believe it. Exactly, Alexis. Because you're over here talking about, oh, in the dreams, we just be talking and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'll have dreams with my old friends and stuff too, but I'm not about to sit here and cry about it. Like, nah. That's why I feel like there's way more going on than just you grieving about losing a friend. And then I just don't get why you couldn't find comfort in your boyfriend instead of Ryan. Like, why couldn't you just find comfort in Dean instead of Ryan? Like, that's your boyfriend. Like, that's who should have been comforting you when you were going through your loss, you know? Yeah, so I guess we're just all on the like full conclusion of just leave that shit alone. I'm just looking for another story right now, guys. Sorry if I'm really quiet. You guys can like converse in the chat or whatever. It's just, my email be fucking up all the fucking time. That's why, like, usually in the pre-recorded Tribe Teas, I always use my laptop, because it'll just go by smoother. It's just, Jayla says she probably feels guilty because she knows she has feelings for Ryan. That's what I think too. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like that's really fishy, you know? Right. When you want better, you got to cut them off. And it's like, I'm pretty sure his family understands. If he's honest and he tells his family what happened, they'd understand. Schmegel says, I feel like there's more to the story. I feel that way too. Like, I feel like y'all actually hooked up. All right. This one is called Tribe Tea, the time when I ran away from home. Child, who else used to try to run away from home and then like just be outside for like a few hours and then come back in? Be like, Mom, let me come back in the house. Right. Who has it? Right. Okay. Hey Naja, I've been watching your channel since last year and now it's 2019. And I see you've made some growth. Now it's time for you to get to 200K. Girl, I know. I'm trying, bitch. I'm trying to make moves right now, girl. I hope you keep the hard work going. My name is Marquise or Marcus. He spelled his name. He said, my name is Marquise, Marqueus. Okay, just had to put that out there because people pronounce my name wrong. So is it Marquez or Marquise or Marcus? Because you spelling it does not help the pronunciation. Like, is it Marcus, Marquise, or Marquez? Like, Marquez. If I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize because you did not give me a pronunciation. You just spelled the name. So, okay, just had to put that out there. But let's jump into the story. So I was in the 5th grade. I am now 19 and in college. So you ran away when you was in the 5th grade, Brad. I already know this is about to be one of them stories where you just went outside with your backpack on and then you came back in the damn house. Okay. But he said, I'm 19 now and I'm in college. But yeah, one night I asked my mom, I guess, if you can unblock this movie on my TV. She blocks shows and movies like PG-13 and rated R on my TV. I wanted to watch Fast and the Furious. Her rule is whatever is blocked is blocked. Boy, whatever is blocked is blocked. That's your mom. Like, whatever is blocked is blocked. Like, you're not about to watch that. Like, my mom used to do the same thing because my brother used to have a little problem when he was younger with buying shit on the TV. And I don't even got to go into detail. So my mom, like, started blocking shit too. And my mom was like, whatever is blocked is blocked. But she gave me the code. So I was allowed to watch certain things and he couldn't. So you need to respect your mom's house. 5th grade you. What's blocked is blocked. Like, bless. Oh my God. So then fast forward 10 minutes, me and my mom started arguing over a movie. So that's when my stepdad came into play. He's like, yo, stop yelling at your mom. Right. I would have had to go in my room. Like, what? So that's what shit hit the fan. So at this point, they're both yelling at me. And then this is what I did. I shoved them out the way and ran outside with boxers on. My mom would have locked the door. My mom would have locked the door. She would have been like, oh, okay, click, click. She'd be like, tell the cops to bring you home. Like, my mom was such a savage, bro. My mom would have been like, tell the cops to bring you home. You want to run? Okay. You want to shove me and run outside? Okay, cool. Over Fast and the Furious. Like, bless. So when I'm running outside, I remember me calling them dumbasses. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my God. You about to get a major whooping when you come back. Because I was so pissed. So I go to a girl that goes to my school's house. We will call her Amy. Her friends were playing outside. So you running outside in your boxers and a group of girls find you. Oh my God. So she opened the door. She says to me, she's like, what happened? What happened? I said, I ran away. She goes to get her dad. I told her dad what happened. Then I asked to use his phone to call my mom. My mom answered, and she basically saying, you're on punishment. Fast forward 10 minutes, she comes to my friend's house and is pissed. She wasn't yelling. She had a calm voice, but from her facial expression, she is mad. Ooh, that's that quiet before the storm. You are about to get your ass beat, boy. She not trying to show out in front of these neighbors, boy. Just wait till you get in that house. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I'm getting anxiety. Also, a part I forgot was my brother was there. My brother is 1 year older than me, so he was 11 and he was nosy. But my mom drove me and my brother home, and when I get home, I was on punishment for 2 months. Damn. Later that day, my mom called my aunt, and my aunt is yelling at me to say that all I do is watch TV. Like, yeah, because there's nothing to do around here but to watch TV. My aunt is a straight up hypocrite. Like, where she feel, what? My mom is a straight up hypocrite because she and my mom feel like because they're grown, they could go on their phones whenever they want. The usual excuse for adults. They pay for the phone, sir. You 19 now. Like, come on. Now you're 19. Come on. They pay for the phones. That's their phone. They can do whatever the fuck they want on their phone because they are grown and grown people pay their phone bills. Unless you're like me and you riding that family plan out to the motherfucking day you die. But, sir. Right, exactly, Nicole. I just like how you still pressed at 19 about this shit. Oh my God. Then crying, and I cried, then I got over it. But yeah, that's the time when I ran away from home just because my mom didn't unblock a movie. Naja, what do you think? And was your mom the type to say, I'm grown, I could do what I want as an excuse? Let me know. Of course. My mom was a hot ass mess when I was a child. Like, my mom finally got like cool because back in the day, my mom used to be a hot ass mess. And she used to tell me she could do all types of stuff because she was grown. And I would just be confused. Like, but look, you wanted to watch that movie so bad. Like, you wanted to watch that shit so bad. Like, boy. That was funny. That was a funny ass story. This one is called, Should I Cut This Hoe Off or Spare Her? Most likely you're going to have to cut her off, but we'll see. Let me know when y'all ready because that was funny. That was funny as hell. Let's go. Right. Fast and the Furious ain't even worth it. It's not even worth it. He was really about to die about that movie. Right. Right. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, Naja. I love your name, by the way. Thanks. So it's like, I don't know what to do, but I do know what to do at the same time. I'm 18 and I'll be 19 in 2 days. Well, happy belated birthday. But anyways, I've been friends with this girl since the end of ninth grade. I'll call her Lisa. I moved at the end of eighth grade, so I was new to the school. I had known a few people at the school already. A girl I knew was a part of a group that Lisa was in, and that's how we became friends. It wasn't hard for me to make acquaintances. People of all grades, races, and groups fucked with me because I'm a chill ass person. So people would see me with Lisa and try to warn me about her. Like they'd be like, yo, Lisa's a shit starter. Lisa's fake. Lisa's a hater. Lisa's a hoe. Lisa this. Lisa that. Me being the person I am, I don't listen. So it's this dude I was fucking with on and off throughout high school. I'm going to call him Cam. Cam would come and eat lunch with me when we were on good terms. Cam would notice that Lisa would be staring at him and being extra when he would be around, but I was always tell him that he was tripping. Fast forward to my junior year. By this time, me, Lisa, and a few other girls from the group had become hella close and made our own little group. So Cam and Lisa had a class together with another girl from a group. I'm gonna call her Jade. And also with another dude that I was kind of fucking with. Not really, though. His name is Ty. Me and Cam were on and off, by the way. These are a lot of fucking characters, boy. All right. Cam and Ty were cool, but they weren't like close. Basically, Jade came to me a few times that year and be like, yo, you need to watch Lisa. She be in class all over Cam and Ty. And she was like, I think Lisa's going to tell Cam and Ty about everything. I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll talk to her about everything. About everything. What do y'all got going on? Like, what do you mean about everything? Like, what does she got on you? Like, what's going on? I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll talk to her, but I ended up never asking about it. And to be honest, I didn't really care. So I'm gonna fast forward to after graduation, class of 2018. Oh my God, you are such a baby. Class of 2018, that is wild, child. Jesus. I moved to my hometown and ended up coming back. So when I was gone, a whole bunch of shit happened within that little group that's a whole other story. By this time, Lisa was claiming me as her best friend, so I just went along with it. Lisa would also bring Cam up out of nowhere when we would be in the group, and I would just be like, okay, and laugh about it. So one day we're chilling with the little group, and Lisa just ups and says that Cam sent her an eggplant emoji pic, and I'm like, okay. I really didn't care at the time because I was high as shit, but it was still in the back of my mind. Well, are you and Cam together right now? Are you and Cam together right now? Did she even ask you if it was okay to talk to Cam? Because, you know, girl code sometimes just like, sis, don't talk to my ex. But I noticed, like, with those little cliquey groups type things, people end up dating the same people all the time. That's why I never dated anybody at my school. I literally dated one person at my school, and they weren't even in my little group. But, I don't know. So one day I had Lisa's phone and was on Instagram, and Cam had DM'd her. So Lisa had hurried up and grabbed the phone, and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, that's weird as fuck. So no cap, that shit rubbed me the wrong way, but I let it go. Come on, sis, there's hella red flags right now. There's hella red flags going on. So another day comes and I had Lisa's phone and was looking for something on Instagram. I know it's wrong, but something told me to look in her and Cam's DMs. So I looked and I'm not really reading them. I'm more so skimming through them. And it looks like she was still trying to fuck with him. Like this girl was literally telling dude that I said I was okay with it. Oh, But it didn't look like he wasn't really feeling it. Honestly, she could have just asked me if she could try and fuck with him instead of going behind my back. Like, especially with all the shit I had done for her. And like, I literally stand by this girl's side when she's in the wrong. That's not good, y'all. If you have a friend and they're dead ass wrong, I'm gonna need you to tell them they're dead ass wrong. Like, even if they're your best friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, I don't care. If you love them, you need to tell them when they're dead ass wrong. No cap, I kind of feel like I need to beat her ass because the level of disrespect, it's crazy. But I'm not going to beat Jit ass because, I mean, end of the day, I have known this hoe for damn near 5 years. Girl, you're Floridian as fuck because all I keep seeing in here is Jit, no cap. Like, Because I mean, at the end of the day, I have known this girl for damn near 5 years. I do love her still, but she got me fucked all the way up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Ty told me she tried to talk to him and was sending him shit. This dude literally showed me the receipts and everything. But me and Ty never really talk, so I didn't care. But yeah, well, I guess my question to you in the tribe is, should I bring it up to her and try to talk to her about it? I mean, if you want to, if that would make you feel better. I really want to text him about it because he recently went the fuck off on me for just talking to one of his friends, but it was on some friendly shit, mind you. Me and him don't even talk anymore and haven't for like a year. So should I text him or should I just drop her ass and just block both of their asses? Or should I get that revenge on both their asses, even though I kind of already am? Or should I just be mature and just let the whole thing go? Sorry for how long it is and for the mistakes and grammar and shit. If you want to talk to her about it and confront her about it, that's completely up to you. But at the end of the day, I feel like when you're in college, you just need to be like to the bullshit high school friends. Like, it's cool to keep friends from high school when you're in college, but it has to be friendships worth keeping. Like, both of them, exactly, Ian. Both of them, bye. Like, bye. But if you want to confront them and be like, hey, by the way, I know that y'all was on some slimy ass shit and cut them off, cool. Or you could just cut them off cold turkey. It is what it is. Time does not equal anything when it comes to friendships, relationships, whatever. You could be in a 10-year-long friendship. Shit, I was in a fucking 13-year-long friendship and still got done dirty, and I had to fucking call it quits. And I saw the red flags in my friendship as well, but I just kept letting it go because we had been friends for so long. But sometimes that's not enough. Like, disrespect is disrespect. You're in college now. You got whole new friends. Girl, forget them. Like, forget them. Like, what do you guys think? Time is not loyalty. Exactly. If you got to fight, it's not the answer. Right. Don't fight her. That's dumb. And don't get no revenge. Like, the best revenge is success. Just keep on being successful and doing your own thing. Like, I got another one. So let me know if you guys have anything to say, though. But I just really feel like she should just cut them off. Y'all too old to be fighting. Too old. Y'all are grown. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Cut it. Cut it. Right. Throw it away. Okay. This one is just called Live Tribe Tea. It's long, sis. Hey, Naja. I'm a 20-year-old Scorpio female, but this happened to me when I was 19 years old. I'm from Detroit, but I live in Calabasas. And at the time, I was new here and didn't know anyone in my area. And I was also going through the infamous hoe phase. Okay. After contemplating for about a month, I joined a dating app called Bumble to make new friends in my area, but primarily get some eggplant emoji. Okay. That's what I thought. I thought Bumble was just for friends. And like a lot of you guys were just like, no, Bumble is like a dating app. And I thought Bumble was just like for friends. But hey. I met a lot of different guys on there and connected with two. One being a professional football player that played for the Rams, and the other one being just a random dude named Cameron. Damn, poor Cameron. Aw. Before I met with either of these two guys, I made it clear to both of them about what I wanted, which was just sex. And we also talked about our medical history, and I made sure that they both got tested before I slept with either one of them. Okay, we love a smart girl going through her hoe phase. That's very smart. I'm giving you props for that. I was at the football player's house almost every other day because he was so cool to chill with, and I would only see Cameron maybe every other weekend. But I'm saying that to say, yes, I was sleeping with them both. Not at the same time, of course, but I was bouncing back and forth between them. That's at the same time. Obviously, it's not going to be like one dude's in one room and then you're in another room. Like when you're with like if you bounce around, you're basically having sex with them with the same time. Like the only way you wouldn't be having sex with them with the same time is if you were only fucking one person for a period of time and then fucking the other guy for a long period of time and then fucking the other guy for a long period. Like, you get what I'm saying? And not a relationship has been formed. That's my idea of not bouncing around, but it is what it is. So one night I met up with Cameron, we smoked, watched Netflix, and that eventually led to us doing our thing. After, he asked me if I was seeing anyone else because he was starting to catch feelings for me. I was honest and I told him about the football player that I was seeing. Then he asked if I had unprotected sex with him, and I said yes. Sis. The whole point of making sure getting somebody tested, the whole point of that is to make sure that they're good to have sex, like they're not going to get no STDs or nothing. That does not mean have raw dog sex with them. That's not what that means. That's not what that means at all. That's to make sure that they're safe and that you're not going to transmit anything. You get what I'm saying? Because you could transmit stuff from saliva, stuff like that. That's what you and your partner getting tested, that's what that is for. It's not so that you can fuck raw. I'm so sorry, nobody told you, but that's not what that is for. Okay. Wow. His whole mood did a 360. Well, it should. I hope you're not fucking him raw too. Oh my God. Mind you, before he even told me that he was starting to really like me, I would come over, we would smash, and he would be telling me about different bitches he was fucking, and that he didn't use protection with them, but that he made sure they got tested. Why do y'all think that just because you have sex with other people who are clean, that something isn't gonna cook or something up? Okay? Because just because you're good, like, you don't know, like, you could get tested in March, like the first week of March, and then end up getting an STD in the third week of March, but you still have the papers from the first week of March. So you think that they're clean, but they're not. Like, I'm really gonna need y'all to start using condoms. Like, y'all are tripping out here. Y'all are really tripping out here, dude. I knew that was a damn lie because ain't no dude really checking for that if somebody is offering up the biscuit on the spot. Anywho, well, shit, he did that for you. He did that for you. Like, he went and showed you his test results for you. He didn't know you from a can of paint. So I'm pretty sure he did. I'm just saying y'all are irresponsible as hell. Anywho, he got off the bed and sat on the couch and just had this dumb look on his face. I asked him what was wrong and he told me to get out. Ooh. 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 He said, get out my shit, bitch. I said, what you mean get out? He said it again, and I really didn't have a choice, so I started putting my clothes back on. Oh, and let's not forget to mention that it was 4 a.m., and I didn't drive there, so it's not like I could just go straight out to my car. I had to wait on my Uber. I asked him if I could wait inside until my Uber showed up because his street was dark and it was late, and why that bitch said no. Ooh! Ooh! Ain't no way you making sure those bitches that you fuck got tested if you can meet me off an app and fuck me without protection without making sure I got tested first. But didn't you just say that you made sure that they got tested? Because now you're doubling back. I feel like in the beginning you were trying to make it seem a certain type of way and being like, oh no, yeah, I'm being totally safe. Like, but in reality, nah. Because you just said you met me off an app and smashed me without protection, without making sure I got tested first. But you just said that all of y'all share test results. Like, if we gonna send in the tribe team, we gotta be real. We gotta be real. Like, let's be real. Nobody got tested in this situation. Let's be real. Nobody got tested in this situation. Nobody got tested in this situation. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Like, I was pissed, but I had to leave. Like I said, I didn't have a choice. His mind was made up. I got home safely. I went back inside and didn't talk to him for about a month. Tell me why he texted me saying, you know that dude gave you chlamydia, right? I said, who is this? Because I erased the number only for this dude to block me. But after I figured out it was him, I then downloaded a text app and basically told him he must have got it from one of those bitches that he was safely fucking because I didn't have it. And I knew I didn't have it because after I stopped talking to him, I went to go get tested myself and he never responded. But you continue to smash the football player. Okay. Because I erased the number. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Then this guy texted me about a month after saying, I feel so stupid and I miss you. And I said, didn't I give you chlamydia? Stop talking to me, idiot. And that was basically the end of Cameron. Thanks for reading, girl. I love you. So much love from Detroit and Cali. Sis, use condoms. That's all I'm saying. Use condoms. Use condoms. Use condoms. Use condoms. Because, like I said, you can get tested on a Monday, get an STD on a Friday, and you'll have those test results for Monday, and you'll think you're clean when you're not. Like, girl, that was a whole fucking mess. Right, Britt, like, we just ended at a cliffhanger. Like, do you have chlamydia? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, what's going on here? I need to know, because I feel like I have been left on a cliff. Guys, getting tested does not equal you can have unprotected sex. Use protection. I get tested. I still use protection. I'm in a monogamous relationship and I get tested once a year. Get tested. And just because you come out with nothing does not mean you can go and fuck people raw. That's not how it works. It's just not. It's not. Right. What are the tests actually saying? Like, what's going on here? And there are all different types of condoms. There are all different types of condoms with different sensations, different, like, there are condoms where you can use them and it don't even feel like you got a condom on. Like, there's no excuses. I'm so sorry. I hope that you, like, matured from then, and I'm not saying that you can't fuck whoever you want. You can fuck whoever you want. I just hope that you are using condoms, and that you are actually getting tested, and that you're being safe out here. And yeah, if you don't have chlamydia, you really dodged a bullet. You get what I'm saying? What about the female condoms? I never tried them. I don't think they would be that comfortable for me anyway. I don't know. But the next one is called My Old Roommate Had Me Fucked All the Way Up, Tinder Nightmare. Let me know when you guys are ready. Now, Sydney, we not about to sit here and act like that shit don't feel better. I'm just saying, like, you got to be smart. Just got to be safe out here. Okay. Hey, Naja. So the situation that I'm writing about happened a couple years ago, and it may or may not be a little lengthy. So if you want to skip and come back to time purposes, I understand. Yeah, I definitely did it, sis. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but we're finally getting to yours because I had to save yours for alive. For context, I'm 25, so while some of the things that went down might seem juvenile, just know that it seems juvenile. Okay. This shit was a train wreck, and no, I'm not friends with this person anymore. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the ratchet. Okay. All right. Some of you guys, right, exactly, Monique. Some of these condom companies need to send me PR and a giveaway, because some of y'all tribe members be raw dogging out here, and I'm gonna need y'all to wrap it the fuck up. That's gonna be another one of the merch. I'm just gonna just put a condom on a t-shirt. Like, y'all need to wear fucking condoms. Okay. Backstory. When I was a teenager, I had two best friends. I'm only gonna name the one that's in the story because the other one isn't involved. I'm gonna call her Sylvia. As teens and growing up from there, I'm talking 15 to her 20s, Sylvia was allowed to have guys stay in her parents' house or stay the night, even if her parents were away at work all night. Since I was around her most of the time, I knew how she worked and how she kind of convinced her parents to let these boys stay. She'd basically bring these boys over, wouldn't acknowledge the fact that it was weird that they were there, and wouldn't even go to her parents and say, so-and-so will be leaving soon, or any of that awkward teenage shit that kids do when they have a boy or girl over. Yeah, my mom would never. Mm-mm. But since she'd never say anything, her parents wouldn't either. So the guy, she'd been with guys in her 20s, even as a younger teen, wouldn't leave and would stay the night, sometimes weekends and even longer. My mom would have been like, sir, who are you? Get the fuck out. Like, what? Oh, Okay, so here's the situation. Flash forward to a couple years ago, my boyfriend and I were living with my dad after being on our own together for a year. It really wasn't working out, so Sylvia suggested that we all should move in together. Bad idea. Been there, done that. Bad idea. My boyfriend and I thought on it for a while, and we decided that anything would be better than what we were going through at my dad's house. Girl, we just made bad differently fucking bad. Oh my God. If I went into full detail, this story would be super long. So we all move in together. I have my boyfriend. She's single and is talking to dudes online, which is whatever for real. But she was proven to be fucking reckless about it, having people pick her up that she's never met before at our address, even though she had a car and a whole neighborhood of houses to be picked up at. Girl, go out and be a hoe. Live your best damn life. But don't be letting these guys know where the fuck we live. The fuck? Right, because these dudes will definitely rob your shit. They will definitely rob you. Definitely will rob you. When I used to do Uber, sometimes I would like walk to like the front of the neighborhood and have them pick me up because no, you're not about to know where the fuck I live at. Like, no, you're not. Like, what the fuck? So there's this one day, me and her are hanging out, and I just recently graduated from cosmetology school. So I didn't have a job just yet. She also didn't have a fucking job at this current moment. As I said, girl was a fucking train wreck. Well, girl, you ain't have a job either. You can't be coming on to people with no job and you ain't had no damn job. We hadn't even been living together for a year at this point. Damn, so y'all was living together and both y'all ain't had no job. That's okay. I guess she had been talking to this guy on a dating app and she wanted to meet him. I'll call him Tom. Fucking Sylvia is too nervous to go and meet Tom on her own, so she wants me to go with her to pick him up. But, mind you, girl wasn't too nervous to spend her few fucking unemployed ass shackles on a bottle to get drunk with this man. You are going hard. You're going hard on Sylvia. It sounds to me like she's just being young and reckless. Like, the men coming to the house. Like, are they coming in the house or is she just meeting them outside the house? Like, what's tea? Like, what's really going on? Like, exactly, Drew. Who is paying the bills? Who's paying the bills? And I mean, are her bills getting paid? Because if her bills are getting paid, you can't really be pocket watching on sis. But I'm just saying, as of right now, I'm just like, I don't really understand where all of this like heat is coming from. But I'm pretty sure it'll unravel at the end of the story. But I don't see where all this heat is coming from. It seems like she's paying her bills. Both y'all don't got a job. She's being really reckless with having men pick her up from outside of the house, but she's not bringing any men in the house. And okay, she's in the chat. She says her boyfriend was paying the bills for the time being. Now that's different. You can't be spending, like you said, you can't be spending your shackles on bottles and shit when your man is paying the bills. Like, that's disrespectful. She should be out looking for a job. And you were in school, so I get why you didn't have a job because it's hard to do both. But yeah, okay, now that makes sense. She don't need to be, she needs to go out and get a job. Cause that ain't it, sis. That is not it. You got one person paying the bills and 3 people living in the house. That ain't it. Okay, so blah blah blah. Okay. We get in her car, drive a couple minutes, and pull up into this trailer park, which now that I'm thinking back, I think that's why she was scared to go by herself because the place looks shifty. We pull up outside this trailer and Tom gets in. Nothing really weird happened. We go back to Sylvia and I's place and we pour ourselves some drinks. Ah, shit. Y'all brought what's his name? Tom. Y'all let Tom in the house. Was your boyfriend home? I hope your boyfriend was home. I really hope your boyfriend was home. Because I hope your boyfriend was home, or I hope that Tom was a scrawny ass dude that y'all could have overpowered. Oh, he was not home. Bless. Okay. A little bit of time goes by and I noticed that dude kept looking at me and trying to talk to me a bit more than her, which let me add no thanks and fucking ew. Then we get on the subject of food and how Sylvia was really picky and how she hates sushi. And Tom and I were just like, no, man, sushi's awesome. Then he looks at me and says, hey, we should get sushi sometime. Sir, get the fuck out. Like, no, we're not getting sushi. Like, no, sir. No. Mm-mm. Which to me sounded fishy as fuck. No pun intended. He tried to play it off like, I have a lot of friends that are girls. I wasn't being weird, but I thought that shit was weird, but not as weird as shit gets. Oh, Lord, here we go. As I said, Sylvia bought a bottle, so I honestly didn't expect her to drive him home. I did kind of expect someone to pick Tom up because this was their first time meeting, and I didn't like the thought of some strange man staying in our home. Right, and I don't blame you. Like, no. But dude didn't fucking leave. He spent the night, which, whatever, he'll be gone in the morning. The next day, Sylvia, Tom, and I went to IHOP to have breakfast, and everything was chill. Soon after, Sylvia drops me back off at our house, and she leaves with Tom, too. What I thought, drop him off. But what she did instead was drive him back to his place so he could pack some more clothes so he could stay at our house even longer. It's very interesting to me that Sylvia is doing all this shit without consulting your man, the person who pays the bills. That's who she needs to be asking, hey, is it okay if Tom stays over? Not just be like, oh, I'm about to go to his house and pack his... Sylvia, you need to get a jobby job. Like, you need to get a jobby job, go to schooly school. You need to go. I would have, was her name on the lease? Like, because if her name wasn't on the lease, I'd have been like, Sylvia, I love you, sis, but your parents will let you do exactly what you're trying to do in this house, and you're not making me feel safe. You need to go. Because it's just like, I'm pretty sure the reason why your man isn't in these situations is because he's out busting his ass at work. Then here she go. Like, no, you need to go back to your fucking parents' house where you could do that shit and they don't give a fuck. Like, but not here. Not in my man's house. No, no, no. Time fucking flew by and old dude was still in our house, Naja. I'm talking weeks. Did I mention that he was unemployed as well? That shit don't surprise me. It don't surprise me he's unemployed. Because he fucking was. So neither of them had a job. I had found a job by then. That's how long this guy had been staying there. Damn. He wasn't on the lease, and they were both using gas, water, internet, and electricity. When I tell you my blood was boiling, it was rolling boil at this point. I'm a Sag, and they're both Scorpios, by the way, if that solidifies anything. Not really. It just seems like they're just shitty-ass people, like, despite whatever zodiac sign they are. I'm non-confrontational, so I messaged Sylvia on Facebook and finally asked her if this guy is fucking homeless. Have you talked to your boyfriend about this? Like, I really want to know, like, your man's perspective. Like, have y'all talked about it? Like, how did he feel about them being there? Because if I was paying all the bills, I would be like, oh, like, he needs to go. Like, bye. You're not on the lease. You running up our bills. You gotta fucking go. I don't know you. You need to leave. Like, no. I messaged Sylvia on Facebook and finally asked her if this guy is fucking homeless, which I feel like is a valid question because he was acting like it, using my damn shelter like he didn't have one. Right, what happened to the fucking trailer park? Apparently he read it, which I figured he would because I wanted him to know that he wasn't going to be living here off of the lease because we would all get kicked out and all end up homeless. Exactly. So anyway, they leave after that to go live in the trailer that he was living in with 3 other people. But that's not the end of it. Girl, oh my God. This bitch had a cattle dog that she just left at the house and straight up was not coming back to take care of. Oh, I've left for work, worked a whole shift, and came back and the dog was still there with shit and piss on the floor. She needs to go to jail. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I messaged her again and was like, so you can't just leave your dog here, right? I'm not just taking care of your overactive fucking dog. So this bitch comes back, grabs the dog, and leaves the shit and piss on the floor. Electric chair, electric chair, electric chair. Like, so disrespectful. So disrespectful. I really hope that you cut this bitch off. You better fucking believe I made that bitch come all the way back and clean it. I know that's right. Like, is she dumb? That's where it finally ends. They lived in a trailer with 5 people and an overactive fucking cattle dog until they both moved into her parents' house. I already knew that was coming. Because whether or not she was on the lease, there was no way my boyfriend and I were going to let her move some guy in that she met once and decided she couldn't live without. I knew it was long, but that was a lot. Also, advice to the other tribe members, don't move in with friends. Just leave it the way it is. Exactly, guys. Do not move in with your friends. Do not do it. Move in with associates, acquaintances that you know are good with money and are financially responsible. Do not move in with your best friend just because you think it'll be fun and it'll be so cool to live with my best friend. Like, it rarely works. Like, no. Oh, and another thing. Sylvia and Tom look like they could be related. K thing. Bless. Bless. Not that they look like they could be related. Well, shit, they was living in a trailer. Quiet as it's kept. Quiet as it's fucking kept. Wow. That's a lot. I'm so glad you got out of that situation. Your man is very patient. He's a very patient person. Right, you had to add in that one last drag real quick. That one last fucking drag. She said that her man was upset, but very fucking patient because look, if I oop and I oop, so said, oop, is this Alabama? Sweet Home Alabama starts playing in the background, right? Because look, he got some patience for real. His patience is a golden trait because look, I would have been like, right, like what's a cattle dog? So he's a very patient person. We've been together for 6 years. Like he must be. Like I feel like he was mainly paying the bills for you so that you could finish school because that girl was just baggage. And I feel like he probably just didn't want to upset you and be like, look, your best friend is trash, but or maybe he just didn't want to add more pressure onto you because you were already realizing that she was trash and he didn't want to just like be rubbing it in your face or whatever. So he was probably just trying to, stand back. But I'm so glad you're out of that situation because that was trifling. She's trifling as hell. She is trifling as hell. Drew talking about somebody would have left this earth. Bless. Bless. Damn, it's getting dark. We've been on this live for an hour and 30 minutes. We got 30 more minutes. This one is called TRIBETEA/Ho/Sugar Baby Chronicles. Okay. Let me get my the flavor, like yeah, it's dark in Florida right now because it's like been raining on and off, so it's probably about to rain again. I hope that boy really put my chicken out. All right. Hello again, Naja. I saw my tea made it into your last live Tribe Tea video on April the 3rd, 2019, and I wanted to give a couple more stories and answer questions. Questions first, and also this may be kind of long. I don't even know which story it was, but I'm told and fully legal, and the men I date are more of the older crowd, 35 to 60, since the ones around my age want to turn everything into a serious relationship. I don't travel with these guys, no matter how much they want to pay. It's not worth the risk of possibly being trafficked overseas or being stranded, since the majority of these men want to be as bipolar as Georgia weather. Bless. You country as hell, girl. I also use 2 texting apps to text these men with. Keep that in mind. So far, I saved as much as $6,000 for college. Good for you. But since my mom's bills were getting behind, I started giving her money here and there without her knowing what I do, leaving me with less than $2,000. While I do know if I ask the right guy, they'll replenish what I spent. But once you do that, I notice they like to go on power trips. So to keep the peace and my wallet intact, I won't ask. I have an update on the last 2 stories about 2 guys. Okay. The first guy we'll talk about is the guy who was sending his and everyone else's. I don't know what that means. I blocked him on the main site babies use to find these men, but I'm also listed on 2 others and he managed to find me on the other. I blocked him immediately only for him to continue to make profiles to message me. I continued the blocks until I get a weird ass text one morning. Sis, this overbearing, wife sharing, STD spreading jackass found out my real phone number from one of those people lookup sites. I remember who you are now. I remember who you are now. I remember the story time. Well, the Tribe Tea now. He got problems. He got problems. Okay. You said, what's the site? I think it's like Seeking Arrangements and shit like that. They do for sugar babies and shit. You could literally just Google sugar baby website, bro. Like it's really not a secret, So unfortunately, since I'm petty and I don't care if people know I read their text or not, I leave my red receipts on. Girl, me too. I don't care. Big mistake. I opened his message to block him only for him to blow my phone up with text in the process. So I decided to entertain him and see how he was doing and all that stuff. This man had the nerve to tell me that he caught the super gonorrhea, aka the one that can't be treated with antibiotics, from someone he slept with. And while he didn't want me to sleep with him, he wanted to watch me while another man have sex with his wife. So to watch he wanted to watch you and another man be intimate, or he wanted to watch you smash his wife because he got super gonorrhea. Right, Sippy Charms. Unseek and arrange to leave. Like, sir, no. Because you married to this bitch. She probably got some shit too. And no, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Now, of course, we know beforehand that him and his wife like to partake in shit together. So why in the devil's hell would I want to sleep with her? Right. First off, how I know she don't got that shit too? Right. He said she doesn't and sent proof again, but I'm pretty sure they still do cutesy shit that couples do. And at some point, she is going to catch that shit. And I want no parts, period. He's blocked. And since I just applied for jobs and got responses, I can't change my number without jeopardizing them. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I would have just fucking changed my number. Second guy is one of my longtime sugar daddies. Very friendly guy, divorced several times, STD free, and a decent sized wallet while he's staying humble. Okay. So we've known each other a couple of years, and he decided out of the blue he wanted to take me to lunch to ask me a question. I immediately responded saying that I wasn't getting married, and he laughed, but said that this is more serious. I get dressed and we go to the road to the pizzeria nearby and chat for a moment. He asked me several times if I wanted drinks, and each time I said no, and in the nicest way possible told him to ask whatever it was. Long story short, his mom was sick and mortality was catching up with him, and so were some regrets. Sis, this man asked me to have his child. I'm 22. This man is 59. Sir, why don't you go adopt a child? You got money. They'll approve you for it. Sure, you've been divorced a few times, but you got money. Go adopt. Go adopt a child. There are tons of babies out there that need homes. Go adopt a child. Like, no. What the fuck I look like? No. Now, he made all these promises to be in the kid's life and all that good and happy shit. Not calling him a liar, but first off, I personally feel I'm too young and immature to have a child. You need too much to take care of children, and I don't have that. Plus, I always wanted to have an education, stable career, and the main thing, a relationship, aka married to the child's father. I feel you on that. My parents didn't do that, and I suffer from that, so I'm not putting my offspring through that too. I rejected his request and told him why, and luckily he understood. It didn't change the relationship at all, and everything is still the same. But I will admit, I practice everything under the sun to make sure I don't catch anything, but especially his babies. Right, like, because he gonna try to trap you, bitch. He is going to try to trap you. Like, no, no. Last story is from when I was 20 and dumb to the sugar game. This guy was my only sugar daddy at the time, and we had just gone on another date, and we're heading back to a hotel room. We head up there, and he says he has a surprise, which is typical since he liked to give gifts. But nothing prepared me for the fuckery that was about to come. We go in, and there's another sugar daddy, sugar baby couple making out heavily in the living area of the suite. Excuse me? Like, what? Oh, I'm disappointed as fuck because I was expecting some extra cash or even some lingerie. Nope, another couple. The other sugar baby was confused, but our sugar daddies knew each other. We both went to the bathroom and mutually agreed that we weren't into the whole foursome trade-off, eating each other out shit. But these were our first sugar daddies, and we didn't want to fuck up our money or their moods. Good damn thing we did. We mid-fuck, and the other guys say it's time to switch. His sugar baby is confused, and so is my sugar daddy. An argument ensures because my sugar daddy said the agreement was that they'll smash both of us. Like, it's a damn competition, but no trade-offs would be happening. I am so confused. I'm so confused. Oh my God. The other guy was heated as fuck, and so were the both of us since we didn't agree to none of this shit at all. I start putting my clothes on and get ready to leave out of there, and so does my sugar daddy. Dude got escalated to the point he's slamming shit around, and his sugar baby is fucking hollering. I left the room while my sugar daddy was trying to calm them both down, and once he sent me money through PayPal, I blocked him on all my shit. When I have more in the future, I'll send them to you. Keep doing what you do. Girl. Girl. You have a lot going on. You have a lot going on, sis. Like, I really hope that you're at a point though where your schooling is paid off, like now, present day. I hope you're at a point now where your school is paid off and you don't have to do this anymore, because this is a whole lot of. And you did say you were new on the sugar baby game, so you didn't really know. But I just assumed like it was just, you know, companionship and shit. But I guess some girls do go that extra mile and be fucking these old men. But sis, right, this is not sugar baby behavior. This is not sugar baby behavior. Like, what the fuck? I'm glad that you two girls though went in the bathroom and had a powwow and was just like, look, this is what we not about to do. Like, yeah, okay. And then y'all went back out and did what y'all had to do. But I don't know. I just really hope that you got your schooling paid off now and that like you can start on your career and stuff and you don't have to deal with these nasty ass old men anymore, because it's just like, What do you guys think in the comments? She said never go to the hotels with them. I would be too scared that the guy wouldn't take no for an answer. Right, me too. I'd be scared as fuck in that situation. Marilyn says I'm trying to dabble in and maybe be one to pay for school, but not trying to get in a situation like that. Well, you never know. You never know. You have to set those boundaries, I'm sure. Dante said he should have paid off your student debt. Right. I would have just been like, look, pay off my school, please. Like, because this ain't it. This is not it. Jessica said, I tried being a sugar baby, but the old man creeped me out. Me too. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I've even been on like one of those websites and shit in college just to see. And like, yeah, I can't do it. I just feel like you have to have a certain type of personality for it. And I don't have that personality. So I can't. Promise says you get picked. You don't get to pick them. I know. That was another thing I wasn't comfortable with too. Like, ugh. Furry says it's more common for the sugar babies to sleep with them, but I just couldn't do it. They're old. Right. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't. But we're on to the next one. This one is long. And it is called Juicy Tribe Tea. Let me know when you guys are ready. Right, me too, Furry Rat. I want a sugar mama too. Damn. Let me get a sugar mama. That's all I want is a sugar mama. That's all I want. I don't want no crusty ass old man. I'd rather just have a sugar mama, take her out to lunch and shit. Right, where the sugar mama sites at? Like, okay, let's get into this. Okay. Hey Nadja, I'm Mallory. Now this isn't something I need advice for. I just thought it was a funny story, so I thought I'd share it with the tribe. Okay. Now this story is going to be long and it has a whole ass backstory, so bear with me and get your Capri Suns, your wine, and get ready for this stupidness. Well, I got my water. It's almost done, child. So this story happened back when I was 12. Girl, I'm going to be mad if this is a dumb story, Mallory. I'm going to be so mad because you said this happened when you were 12. I'm about to be so pissed off at you if this is a dumb story. At this time in my life, I was very emo and antisocial unless it was with someone online. I would just talk to random ass people all the time. Like, for examples, I was friends with a 20 to 30 something year old man, but that's a whole other story. I want to hear that story though. I want to hear that story about you being the friends with the 20 to 30 year old man. Like, you can't just drop gems like that and then just be like, oh, well, that's another story. Like, this better be good or I'm be mad. Anyway, anyways, I used to be on this app called YouNow. And for anyone who doesn't know what YouNow is, it's an app where y'all know what YouNow is. Come on now, y'all know what YouNow is. So one night I was bored and looking for someone to watch, and I came across a guy that we're gonna call Alex. So Alex was emo as fuck. He had some thick ass messy bangs with a lip piercing, and as soon as my emo ass saw him, I fell in love, especially because he was playing guitar and singing in the first live I saw of him. So Alex had his Kick and Instagram in his YouNow bio, and if you don't know what Kick is, you know what Kick is, y'all. Y'all know what Kick is, okay? But anyways, I hit him up and we started to become friends. As time went on, I liked Alex more and more, and at that time, he was close with a girl we nicknamed Pikachu. So time skip. He dated a girl who I became friends with while they were dating. But after him and that girl broke up, and him and Pikachu got distant, he started getting closer with me. So back then, I used the fake name Raven because even though I was a dumbass 12-year-old, I didn't give anyone my real name or any other personal info. But anyways, he would be in his live saying how Raven is his new best friend and stuff like that. Now, here's the juicy part. Alex was giving me flirty vibes, which wouldn't be a problem if he wasn't a whole-ass 16-year-old. But anyways, he always did little slick shit like telling me he loved me, and he'd be on Uvu with my other friend and I without a shirt and stuff. But my dumbass liked him so much that I ignored the red flags. Well, obviously, because you are talking to 20, 30-year-olds, I'm pretty sure you did not see the red flags. Like, okay. Now, one day we were talking, and I couldn't remember exactly what the convo was, but he basically asked me if he could send some pics. Jail, lock him up, send him to jail, no, you're not sending my 12-year ass nothing. No, you're not. No, jail. And for the Bay person that says 4 years ain't nothing, don't look at it so much as the number. Look at it as the mindset. A 12-year-old is a middle school. A 12-year-old girl probably hasn't even had her period yet. A 12-year-old girl is in middle school. A 16-year-old can drive a car. A 16-year-old is a sophomore, sometimes a junior in high school. Like, come on, sis. That's weird. Like, let's be real with her. That's weird as shit. It's very fucking weird. I said some, okay, Dante, some girls when they're 12, they don't have their period yet. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like, just trying to put in perspective, like, this is a child. Like, come on now. So she said, and me being the absolute dumbass I said yes. This boy sends me eggplant emoji pics. Wow. Now, I can't blame him because he didn't know my age, but the way I typed back then, you could tell I was a child. Girl, that's what I'm saying. Like, how I could read some of these tri-tees and I know how old people are. Like, he ain't dumb. Like, he knew you were a kid. That's weird. At that point, though, that's when you should have been like, hey, I'm 12. Like, but I feel like he knew that you were younger. And I really doubt he was 16. I don't know what it is. Something in my gut, right, Monique? Like, something in my gut is telling me he wasn't really 16. I feel like he was older. The funniest part about it is that this dude really posed in his pictures. He was doing that thing emo boys did where they cover their faces first to look cute with his stuff just, ew. Then he asked me what I thought. And once again, me being basically brain dead, I said, girl, she over here complimenting this man on his eggplant emoji. You're probably like the first person in the history of time to actually compliment a man on a dick pic. Like, girl, like, I'm not trying to put the blame on you because you were 12 and you were innocent in the situation. But sis, that should have been the time where you're like, yo, I'm 12. Like, I'm 12 years old, sir. Sir, I'm 12. Like, you know? And on top of that, I texted a friend of mine at the time and she said, let me see. So once I deleted the combo, I asked him for another picture and it was another one of him posing. I didn't tell anyone because my stupid ass didn't think it was wrong. But one night pretty much changed our relationship. So basically, Alex, I guess, was like getting off and I guess he wanted me to see. But I was with my family that night and I told him to finish without me. Girl, why are you doing this ongoing relationship? What is going on? He needs to go to jail. Like, he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. He kept asking if he should, so I told him go ahead because to be honest, I didn't really want to watch him beat his meat. Right? Like that's so gross. Like ew. But after that, he barely replied to my text and started getting distant. But then this is where the tables turn. So I texted Pikachu asking if she's heard from Alex recently, and she said no. And then I told her what happened, and turns out the same shit happened to her, and he started getting distant after being rejected by her. So I was like, wow, this guy is a real fuckboy. No, he's not a fuckboy. He's a fucking predator. Hello. Like, he is a predator. So I was like, wow, this guy is a real fuckboy. So basically, in the end, I stopped talking to him, and he's now a SoundCloud musician. And I hope he's not doing that to any more girls. I definitely learned from the past Mallory's stupid ass mistakes. LOL, love you, Naja. Thanks for reading. Mallory, look, Mallory. This was not a funny story. You talking about this is some juicy, funny stuff. This is not funny. Like, this is very concerning. Like, and you're not that old from when this had happened. Like, you're only 4 years old. Like, now you're 16. Like, and you still don't see that was off. Like, something's wrong with him. Like, he's dangerous, right? Like, he is off. Like, that wasn't funny. Like, he is off. And I really hope he's still not doing that to other people. Like, let me read y'all comments. Dante said, let me get my pitchfork and torch because this was a mess, right? Alp said, predators never stop being predators, right? Drew talking about what's not clicking, right? Like, he is a predator for real. Like, where are the parents? That's what I want to know too. Like, they giving you a lot of internet access and shit. Like, this didn't happen that long ago. Like, you're only 16 now. They said dudes love 12-year-old girls for some reason. I had a 19-year-old in my DMs back then. I made a whole story time about how when I was 12 and some weird ass 16-year-old was trying to get with me. Like, that shit is weird. Like, it's weird. That shit's not no age gap, blah, blah, blah. It's only 4 years. Like, no, that shit is weird. Like, he has issues, and I highly doubt that he's still not talking to teenage girls. He's probably not talking to 12-year-olds anymore, but I'm pretty sure he himself probably talks to like 15, 16, 17-year-old girls. Like, guys like that don't ever change. Right. Some are like, what's his name? Right. I want to know his name. I want to know. Because I just want to know peace of mind. Like, is he doing this to other little girls or what? Because, So we have around 13 more minutes of this live. Y'all, we've been going hard. It's been 2 hours. I never thought I was going to be able to do this, but we did it. I don't know how, but we did it. We got around 13 minutes left, and I want to get at least like 2 more stories in beforehand because we really did a lot of coverage. Like, that's wild. So this one is called 16-year-old me doing bullshit. Okay? Let me know when y'all are ready. This one's a little short. Okay. Hey, Naja, I love your channel and have been watching your stuff ever since I found you through your septum piercing FAQ or whatever. Well, thanks, sis. My life's pretty boring, but this incident came up in my memory and I hope it's juicy enough for y'all. Okay, so I dropped out of secondary 4. I'm from Singapore due to mental health issues, and I was really bored since I decided to forego my O-levels to next year. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what any of that means. Maybe my overseas people know what that means, but I do not know what any of that means. I'm 18 now, and this happened 2 years ago. I was in the process of figuring out my gender identity and sexuality and was wandering around on the internet as a 16-year-old does. I'm non-binary and go by he, him, his, by the way. I downloaded this app called Whisper, which I chanced upon like 5 years ago and remembered about it. And I decided to use it to make new friends since all my friends were studying their asses off and I had no time to hang out with. I had nobody to hang out with. So I started to converse with this person who put out a post asking if anyone was interested in cross-dressers or are cross-dressers or something like that. Sir, You was 16. You don't need to be talking to nobody on this internet, sir. Like, what is you doing, sir? Okay, but I'm pretty sure they wanted adult, you know, adult cross-dresser, sir. But I don't know, like, what's the age of adult in Singapore? I don't know. I was so fucking immature and dumb for any reason whatsoever. I wanted to lose my virginity now, and I was dead curious about sex. Maybe it was because I was coursing through porn on Tumblr and hentai. You was looking at that anime porn. Oh my god. Okay. Not kink shaming. Weird flex, right? Weird flex, but okay. That's I was just like, all right. But I just wanted to have sex / be in a relationship with somebody. This person I met from Whisper, and I decided to change to texting on Tumblr since it was easier to text there. I can't remember the conversation exactly, but I told them I was lonely and felt kind of sad, and they offered their company. I agreed, and we made plans. They asked if they should get condoms, and I quickly got nervous and said no. They asked if they should get condoms, and I got nervous and said no. So you was like, yeah, I'm about that life. Like, I'm about that life. But then when it came to it, you were like, skirt, skirt. No, I'm actually kind of scared. Okay. Dumbass me. I didn't ask their age, but they're from ITE, a college school, not yet a university. So maybe they were 21 or older. I met them at the lift lobby of my block and was doubting the whole thing. They tried to hold my hand in the lift, and I just held their hand. I invited them into my house. Don't worry, nothing scary happens. I paid for their cab fare to my place, and we went inside my room. They laid down and placed their head on my lap while I sat up. My Siamese cat sat down beside us, trying to look after me. I told them I'd never kissed anybody before, and they asked if I wanted to kiss them, but I didn't want to. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, sir, what are you doing? Like, I'm confused. Like, why did you invite this person over here? I'm just confused. Okay. In the end, I ended up crying over them and explaining to them my mental health problems in school and everything. My tears were all over their face and stuff. They got up after a while and they left. I was still a little shaky after the meeting, but I'm glad that it was over. Thank you, Naja, for making me laugh all the time, and look forward to your videos, and they never fail to perk me up at the end of the day. Thanks for listening and telling my story. That was it? We want to know, like, what? That was it? That was it. That was it? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Y'all, again, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a therapist. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I was supposed to do with that. Like, I don't know what I was supposed to do with that. I really don't. But okay. Okay. Somebody said, I want my 15 minutes back. Bless. Y'all be going hard. My fucking phone just froze. Awesome. Okay, I think it's working now. But yeah, that was all right. So I guess, what was that thing with that dude? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Hold on, I'm trying to find another one. We're finally, I think we might be in May because these are just all so long, it's still stretching. I'm trying to find another one. Okay, this one is just called T. So I'm just going to get into it. Hey, love, for this story, we're going to call me Leia, and I'm a Pisces. To get into this, let me just say I'm a hot ass mess, and I need some help, sis. Take a seat, and grab a drink because you're going to need it. First off, I am currently in a relationship of about 1.5 years. We're going to call him Caleb. He's super sweet, gets me gifts, takes care of me when I'm sick, etc. And I love him, but I feel like over time it's kind of fading out. Let's not forget about this man's attitude though, because when he's mad, he is mad, mad. He be yelling and trying to leave, kind of toxic sometimes, but we brush it off as every relationship goes through arguments. Yeah, but I feel like when you argue in a relationship, you actually need to talk to each other. You get what I'm saying? And just work it out and figure out why you were arguing. You can't just like brush it under the rug because then nothing gets solved. Then you end up arguing about the same shit every fucking time, you know? He really doesn't know how to save money, plan for the future, clean, just nothing. We don't have a lot of time together because we both work different shifts and I'm trying to get my shit together to graduate. Playing into the work thing, I work at a place where people are in and out a lot, and recently we got a new dude there, and this is where it gets messy. We will call him Jay. He's a lot older than me, but let me tell you, he's fine as fuck. We started talking, hanging out, whatever. He's cool as fuck, but old boy has multiple felonies, is a recovering addict, just got out of jail, and he's got not one, but two children. Girl, what about him is pleasing to you? Like, what about him is pleasing to you? Like, when you said your man gets mad, he's gonna go up to your job and beat up Jay. Like, I can already see where this is going. He's cool to chill and smoke with, but he's a recovering addict, but he's still smoking weed. Okay. He's cool to chill and smoke with, but I got caught up way too quick. He's got me around drugs, deals, friends with warrants, all the hood shit I know my little white ass has no business being around, but I'm always drawn to. Where is your man while you're doing all this shit? And he ain't no recovering. I'm glad you put recovering in quotations because this ain't no recovering addict. Like, this is a dude who is still in that life, and you probably don't need to be fucking with him. Just saying. And I know here comes your leave that boy alone shit, but I feel like before I knew that shit, I already started getting emotionally involved with this, which is a huge flaw I know I got. What about your man? You have a whole boyfriend. Like, what about your man? Aside from that, he is working, he's trying to get a place and a car to get his shit together. I feel like I have unrealistic expectations for him though, and have to kind of question what type of relationship or friendship we got. Lord knows I'm not trying to be BM number 3. I feel like he's someone I can just always be very open and honest with. He's the type of person you can just sit and vibe with and will hold a long ass conversation. I love that shit because I don't find many people who are like that in the same way. Shame me for this if you must, but there's one more. We'll call this last one David. David used to have many mutual friends of mine, and I met him basically through a sugar daddy arrangement. Although we started seeing each other a lot, and shit turned into more than that. We go out, I visit him at work. Everything about this man is too good to be true. He's rich as fuck because of a family business, investments. He's about to buy a house. He's sweet, honest, just the whole package. Talking about how he wants to take me on vacations, literally the life every little girl imagines, right? I just don't know if I should give up what I have for that or not. My current relationship is toxic and distant. The love is faded. We tend to try and break up a lot and just don't go through with it. I get too emotionally invested in too many things all at the same time and subconsciously worry about putting all my eggs in the same basket. I want something I know I will still want in the future when I'm 30. I want to be able to settle into something and not have to worry, but right now I'm lost. So please let me know your thoughts and advice. Love you. Girl, dump your boyfriend for one. Dump your boyfriend. Both of y'all, it seems like you've emotionally checked out already. You've emotionally checked out. You don't even want to be with him for real. Like, let's be real. Dump your boyfriend and go and be single. Leave the addict boy alone. Just let him be a coworker. Keep it as a friendship. But I don't even know. If I were you, I wouldn't even be friends with him because it seems like he has you around certain things that are not beneficial to you, that can get you in trouble with the law. Like, I just don't think that you should even be friends with him. I feel like you should be cordial at work and shit, but nah, like, no. And then when it comes to the rich dude, why does he want to be with somebody so much younger than him and commit to somebody so much younger than him? Does he just want to have a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship? Or does he actually want to be like your boyfriend? Like, I don't know. I feel like I agree. Who said that in the comments? I think it already, Outrom. I feel like you do need to work on yourself first. Go to therapy if you're able to afford it. I feel like you have issues in the sense where it's like you always need somebody to be there. You're trying to find all these other emotional connections and stuff like that. And I feel like you need to try to learn to be okay with being by yourself. Finish school, stack up your bread, worry about yourself. Do not worry about these fucking boys, hanging out with these boys, straggling on a fucking dead ass relationship. Like, just because you don't want to be by yourself. Like, you need to work on you so that you're okay with being you and being by yourself. And then once you love you and you're okay with you, then try to go and find somebody. Because once you love you, you're not going to tolerate a man that be yelling at you and arguing with you. You're not going to tolerate a fucking felon drug addict who's still in the streets and who got 2 baby mamas. You're not going to be settling for some old ass man that's probably going to leave your ass when you get to a certain age. Like, you're going to be attracting things that you feel that you deserve in life. And I just feel like you need to just take a break from all these men, like a break from all of them, honestly. Let me see. What do you guys think? I am going to read one more story because I do feel like we got cheated with the Singapore story. So I am going to read one more, even though it does go over the 2-hour mark. But yeah, let me see what you guys have to say. Shauna said she might be afraid to be alone and she needs to figure out why. That's what I think also. Promise Royal says, love yourself. Mark says, yes, we get an encore. Yes, you do, because that last story was kind of dry. But yeah, that's... Dante says the old man can't leave if she dies. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck? Mark says she needs to search for some self-love, find some inner peace, and don't look for happiness in others. That part. You cannot look for happiness in others. Self-love and self-care. Ooh, these people be speeding over these speed bumps, bro. You wonder why their tires be fucked up. Like, child. But okay, this is the last one for the 2-hour shebang, okay? Like, this is crazy how many stories we got through. It's called, ooh, my parents are racist but don't know about my black boyfriend. Well, okay. Okay. Hey, Naja. First off, I want to say you're so gorgeous and your videos always make my day. I've been subscribed since 12K. Well, thanks. I appreciate the support. Anyways, let's just get into it. My name is Jess, and I'm a 17-year-old Gemini. Both my parents are super racist, but it's mostly my mother. Whenever we are in public and she sees anyone who isn't white, she feels the need to say some racist shit. Have you been checking your mom? I would be checking the fuck out of my people. Like, what? Oh, It's so difficult to deal with, especially since I can't even defend those people because my mom will literally beat my ass. Oh, well, we just gonna have to be fighting. Like, oh my God. So I stay quiet even though I sometimes get sick because of the shit she would say. Anyways, my mom has said to me before, at the end of the day, she doesn't care who I'm with, whether they're Asian, Indian, Middle Eastern, etc. As long as they aren't black, it's fine. She does realize that there are dark-skinned Asians, there's dark-skinned Indians, and dark-skinned Middle Eastern people. Does your mom not realize that? Like, so she just specifically does not like African Americans or black people. Like, the ignorance is wow. Okay. First of all, that shit doesn't make sense. How are you going to be racist and say if I dated a POC, it would be fine? Like, where is the logic? Well, look, right. So fast forward a little bit, I met this guy at work. Let's call him Jay. So Jay is my age, super attractive, and a very sweet guy. We quickly became friends, then we developed a romantic relationship. I fell head over heels for him, and the same could be said for him. However, well, did you tell Jay that your parents are racist? Because honestly, I would fear for my safety if I dated somebody and their parents had such hatred towards me. I would fear for my safety, and that's something that I would want to know. The fact that your mom beats you up for saying, hey, that's not right, don't say that, I wouldn't feel safe. If you're going to beat your own child, almost 18-year-old child, for being like, hey, that's racist, stop. How the fuck would I feel safe? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. However, I kept this all a secret from my mother because if she knew Jay was black, I don't have a single doubt in my mind that she would disown me and kick me out. She wouldn't care if I was homeless, and I also know she would beat my ass. Me and Jay are still together, and we've been so for 7 months, but he wants to meet my family, and I don't know what to do. I've already met his mom, and she loves me. I wish I could tell my family, but I can't risk getting kicked out. What you need to do is tell Jay, like, I don't want to risk my whole relationship with my mother. We already don't get along very well. Mind you, I have ethnic immigrant parents, so they don't want me to be with a black person because it would be an embarrassment to the family. Like, I give a shit. It's more embarrassing to have a racist family. I know that's right. Like, what the fuck? Should I tell Jay that my parents are racist or should I lie? You should definitely tell Jay that your parents are racist. Do I wait until I move away to college to tell them? To tell your family about Jay? I mean, yeah, I would wait so that you're not homeless, but at the same time, I would tell Jay immediately. You get what I'm saying? And if you tell Jay and Jay even still wants to be with you after knowing that, then yeah, then I would wait to tell them. Should I even tell my parents? Honestly, that's up to you. When you grown, you grown. It's none of their fucking business, to be real. And it's just like, I know people like do the whole blood is thicker than water thing, but like sometimes blood ain't worth it. If you got trash blood, then fuck it. Like you can cut your own family off, bro. Like if they're not doing well by you and they're not making you happy and they're toxic, they're putting their hands on you, like, That's a good point though. Like if they're paying for your tuition, then that would be kind of dicey. I would just chill, but I would just get that degree and then dip and just like not have a close relationship with your people. She said, I forgot to add that my mom is paying for my car insurance and gas money, as well as all my college tuition and expenses once I leave for college. Telling her this would definitely mean she would cut off any financial help for me. Any advice would be great. Thanks so much for reading this. Love you so much. Okay. So what I would do, I would tell Jay immediately because for all you know, when you tell him, he might just, because you guys know me, if I don't get along with your fam, it ain't gonna work. And that's just my rule of thumb with everything. So that's why I'm just like, look, if he even still wants to be with you, then I would just get your parents out of your relationship. Like, don't talk about your relationship to your parents. Don't do it. Cut them out. Once you get your degree, then you can get your job or whatever. You could do you, and that's just that. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Black Girl Guidance, apply to scholarships now. That's exactly. Get you some scholarships. Make sure that you're saving up money, get a job, save up some money so that you're not out here totally financially depending on your racist ass parents. Like, Nadi says she better do her FAFSA and file as independent so that way she can have money to go through college, right? Financial aid will help you out, right? Because races do not change, right? Like, the fuck? I've seen a lot of YouTube couples like that where I've seen YouTube couples where like they'll have a baby and the parents will just completely disown them because they're dating a different race and then they have a biracial child and stuff. I've seen a lot of YouTube couples with that and they still stuck together and it is what it is. Like, if you want to be racist and toxic, you could do that shit over there. Simply Reen said, just to pass on my advice to Jay. Jay, honey, please leave. Be leery of Tika. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, me personally, I couldn't do it. I'm not saying I could never date a non-minority person. But all I'm saying is that, I mean, not a non-minority, like a white person. I'm not saying I wouldn't be able to. It's just that if I knew that your people were racist, like, I'm not trying to get choked in the night. I'm not trying to go missing. Like, no, I wouldn't feel safe, like, at all. Drew talking about stay safe, my guy. Like, it's just too toxic. I wouldn't be able to do it. So that is it, guys. We did it. We did the 2-hour-long special that I did not think I was going to be able to do. So that's pretty much it for this, guys. This week, I'm going to be posting a story time, another Tribe Tea, a lookbook, and then a special video. I'm going to be posting a special video tomorrow, and I hope you guys think it's funny because, yeah, I've seen other people do it, but I've never seen anybody do it the way I'm about to do it, and I hope you guys think it's funny. But, yeah, I do need to go and get my chicken. I need to start cooking. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for kicking it with me. You guys have been, the numbers have been very consistent. Like, you guys have been, like, in this live this whole time. Like, y'all been kicking with me. We are, I think we're at the beginning of May. We still have some long stories at the end of April, but beginning of May, pretty much. So, met my goal. Met the goal. But, yeah, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.